Okay, so last class we have started chapter 5 acid, bases and salt, and I have already given you the basic ideas about the acid and bases. Salt we will be studying afterwards. So I have given you, I remember I have given you few formulas. I remember not formulas, name of the element and symbols I told you to study. So if you have studied, very good. If you have not, then study properly, okay? I have given you basic ideas about acid. So what are acid? I told you already that an acid contain hydrogen which can be replaced partially or wholly during a time of chemical reaction. That means during the time of chemical reaction, this acid, I already told you that acid contain hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. All acid contain hydrogen. So I last class I told you that whatever acid you will be trying to see, you will when you will observe its formula, you will see that it contain hydrogen. And I also told you that any compound or mixture which contain hydrogen does not mean that is a acid. Okay, all acid contain hydrogen, but it is not necessary that uh, it is not necessary that all compound which contain hydrogen are acid. Okay, like we can say that we all are human being. Okay, we all are human being. Can we say that all human beings are good? No, we can't say. We can't say that all human beings are good, right? Yes or no? So same way, acid contain hydrogen. Any acid contain hydrogen. But anything which contain hydrogen, it does not mean that it is an acid. Then I already told you that acid are sour in taste. Sour in taste means khatta. Base are bitter in taste, tita. And salt are either sweet or salty. Okay. So 5.1 acid and bases, page number 49. Curd, lemon juice, orange juice and vinegar taste sour. This all are acid. This can be tasted directly by using our mouth. That means we can directly use our tongue to taste these things. But I told you in the last class that don't try to taste all the acids directly, because some of the acids are so dangerous that can burn your skin as well as they can burn your intestine also. So you have to be very careful while using an acid. So I told you that how to know that which is a weak acid or strong acid by using a litmus paper. We should not test everything by our tongue. So there is a way, by using a litmus paper we can easily identify which are acids and which are base. Okay, and I already told you that if the school gets open then I'll show you. Okay, these substances taste sour because they contain acid. The chemical nature of such substance is acidic. So they are called acidic in nature. And acidic in nature means those substances which turn blue litmus paper into red. Those substances which turn blue litmus paper into red are known as acid. The word acid comes from the Latin word acer, which means sour. So it's a Latin word. The acid in this substance are natural acid. Natural acid, that means we get naturally. Those acids which are found in nature easily are called natural acid. Those acids which are made by human are known as inorganic acid. Okay. Generally natural acids are weak acid. Those acids which we get in our nature that are not so strong, like we are eating curd, we eat lemon, this all are weak acid. Even honeybee when it bite, then also we get little pain, there is a sensation, burning sensation, but still it's not a very difficult thing for us. That means we are getting little pain, but after that it's fine. So because these are natural acid. But inorganic acids, some inorganic acid like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, these acids are so strong that if it pour on your skin, a single drop can burn your skin. That is very dangerous. Okay, so those acids which are made by human are inorganic acid. This all are called organic acid that we get from nature. Is it clear? What about baking soda? Does it also taste sour? If not, what is it taste? Since it does not taste sour, it means that it has no acid in it. So baking soda, it don't taste sour, खट्टा नहीं होता है. It means that this is not an acid. Okay? When we taste baking soda, it tastes bitter, tita. When you will put it on your tongue, then you will feel like little bitter is there. Okay, same thing happen with soap also. When soap goes to your mouth, if it touch to your tongue, you feel like it's tita. Yes or no? It means that soap also contain base. Even some of the soap contain acid also. Okay, it does not taste sour, it means that it has no acid in it. It is bitter in taste. If you rub its solution between the finger, that means if you take the solution means what? If you take a baking soda and little amount of water, and if you rub it this way, you will see that it is very slippery also. So we can say that base are bitter in taste and slippery to touch. Is it clear? Base are bitter in taste and slippery to touch. Like we have studied in case of acid, acids are sour in taste. Okay, that's all. And in case of base, we will say that base are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. It is slippery. Is it clear? Second point of acid is, first point already I told you that acids are sour in taste. In case of base are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Second point of acid turn blue litmus paper into red. In case of base, you will say that base turn red litmus paper into blue. Okay. Third thing, in case of acid, you will say that acid react with base to produce salt and water. When an acid is react with base, it produces salt and water. Okay, that means if we take acid, if we take base, if we mix together, we will be getting a salt and water. That means the final product will be salt and water. That won't be acid or base. Okay, after reaction it will be something new. Same way in case of base also, you can say that base react with acid to produce salt and water. Okay, in both the cases, acid react with base or base react with acid, it will produce salt and water. Okay, substance like this which are bitter in taste and feel soapy on touching are known as bases. The nature of such substances is said to be basic. That means basic in nature. Okay, it if we cannot taste every substance, how do we find its nature? That means how to know that it's acid or it's a base? I already told you that by using an indicator. So red litmus paper is there, blue litmus paper is there, then different things are there. Okay, by using turmeric also we can understand, by using phenylephthaline, by using red cabbage. There are different substances by which we can easily understand that they are acid or base. Even by smell also we can understand. This all thing you will be studying in higher classes. Okay, if we cannot taste every substance, how do we find its nature? Special type of substances are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. These substances are known as indicator. So some substances are there, that means directly acid or base cannot be taste by our tongue. That will be very dangerous. So in that case, what we will be doing, we will be using an indicator. That means red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, turmeric, red cabbage, or other substances are there, phenylephthaline. These things can be used, and we can easily identify that they are acid or base. I have given you one table. If I have given you question answers, then definitely you can see there. I have given one table. In that table, substances are given and what are the color changes in the acid and bases have been given. So the indicators change their color when added to a solution containing an acid or a basic substance. So it changes its color. What are the color changes that is written here also, and definitely I'll give you question answer. In that you will be getting a change in color. That means when a substance is put or drop inside the acid, what type of color it will change. So you have to remember that. By using that we can that means you may get one marks question answers also. Okay, that is very important for higher classes also. In class 10 you will be getting question answers with this also. Turmeric, litmus, china rose petals, etc. are some of these naturally occurring indicators. So these are naturally occurring, that means directly in the nature we get these things. Turmeric, haldi. Litmus paper, it's extracted from lichen. China rose, many people they think that China rose is what? It's a rose or what? But no, China rose is not a rose. Actually this is hibiscus. Okay, hibiscus, red color flower you have seen, right? So that is China rose. Then there are many more substance also. Okay, red cabbage is there. Its name is red cabbage, but actually it's look like purple cabbage. If you have seen, then if you will be easily understanding that which is that means red cabbage. Okay, actually it looks purple, but we call them as red cabbage. Is it clear? So all these things are naturally occurring substances. Now here, do you know name of acid found in? That means you have to know that which acid is found in which of the substance. So acetic acid is found in vinegar. Formic acid, this all thing have some formula. Okay, I'm not giving you the formula, you will get confusion. Otherwise I could have given you also, but no need. You can just by heart which acid is present in which substance. So acetic acid, vinegar, that means in acetic acid is present in vinegar. Formic acid, ant sting, that means when an ant bite we get formic acid. Okay, citric acid, citrus fruit like lemon, orange, we get these things. Lactic acid in curd, oxalic acid in spinach, ascorbic acid, amla and other thing are also there. Okay, lemon juice, citrus, that means lemon juice, orange juice, all citrus juice contain this. Okay, tartaric acid, so tartaric acid is found in turmeric, grapes. Even in grapes you will be getting this ascorbic acid also. Okay, or ascorbic acid or citric acid, both will be correct. That means if someone gives you which acid is present in grapes, you can say tartaric acid, you can say citric acid, you can say ascorbic acid, all are correct. Now next, all the acids mentioned above occur in nature. They are present in nature. Okay. Next, name of base found in, where it is found. So calcium hydroxide, it is found in lime water. Lime water means chuna pani. If you have seen someone, they used to consume betel nut, so they take lime, that means limestone, that means chuna. That chuna, if you put some water over that, that is called lime water. Okay, so lime water contain calcium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, it is used in window cleaner, like you have seen in ad they used to show one substance, I forgot the name. what it is. Ah, yes, yes, that is choline. Choline is used. So in choline we get ammonium hydroxide. So this ammonium hydroxide is present in choline. So by using this choline you can clean glass. That means you can clean mirror, you can clean glass, your choice. You clean window. It's not like only window glass. You can clean any glass. Okay. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, it is present in soap. So that's what I told you, that some that means soap contain base, but some of the soap contain acid also. Magnesium hydroxide present in milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, you can say that it is present in digestive juice. Digestive juice, like you have seen, if your parents or you ever suffered from gastric or acidity, then your parents used to give you medicine, or maybe they give you some digestive syrup liquid. Okay, these things contain base, that is called milk of magnesia. Is it clear? Can I taste all substance to find their taste? No, you can't taste, because some of the substance are very strong. So no. Have you not read the caution? We should not taste unknown substance. They could harm us. So some of the substance are very dangerous. We should not consume it. Okay. Now natural indicator around us. So what are the natural indicators? So litmus, a natural dye. Already I told you in litmus paper. So it is extracted from nature. Okay. So the most commonly used natural indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichens. I already told you what is a lichens in chapter 1, I think, chapter 1 or 2. Chapter 1 or 2, symbiosis relation was there. So there I told you. It has a mauve, that means purple color in distilled water. That means if you put that in distilled water, it will convert into purple color. When added to an acidic solution, when we put that litmus in an acidic solution, it turns into red color. That means it turns blue into red. Okay. When added to an acidic solution, it turns red. And when added to basic, it turns blue. Okay. So we can simply say that acid turn red litmus paper into blue. That means if you put it in acid, it will convert into red, and if you put it in blue, it will if you put it in base, it will convert into blue. Okay, so that's what it is given. It turns red in acid, and when added to basic solution, it turns blue. So simply you will remember, acid turn blue litmus paper red, and base turn red litmus paper blue. That's all. It is available in the form of solution or in the form of strip of paper. So you can see that in the bottom figure 5.1 B. These are the red litmus paper and the blue litmus paper. This type of litmus paper we used in our lab to identify which substance is acid and which substance is base. Okay. And when school will open, definitely I'll show you. Just remind me once. This can be solution also. Solution means liquid. So you may get blue litmus solution. Solution means liquid. You may get paper as well. You will get liquid also. Okay, so you will be having blue litmus solution, red litmus solution, blue litmus paper, red litmus paper. So in both form we get. Okay, so it's your choice which one you want to use to identify the nature of the substance. That means acid or basic. Okay. Generally, it is available as a red and blue litmus paper. We get different paper also, okay? But generally, we use red and blue litmus paper. Okay, now let's move to activity 5.1. Mix some water with lemon juice in a plastic cup, tumbler, test tube. So you have to mix little water in lemon juice, okay? Put a drop of put a drop of the above solution on a strip of red litmus paper. So we have add acid in water, so it is acid only. Okay, when we add acid in water, it become acid. Now if we put some drop of that lemon water in litmus paper, then you will see there will be some changes. If you put it in blue litmus paper, this is acid, so acid turned blue litmus paper red. So if you take a blue litmus paper and if you pour little acid, it will convert into red. But if you are pouring it over red litmus paper, there is no change, it will remain red only. Okay, so put a drop of the above solution on a strip of the red litmus paper with the help of dropper. So in the red litmus paper, if we drop, no changes will be there. Is there any change in color? So no, there is no change, it remains red only, because acid turn blue litmus paper red. That means if you put blue, it will convert into red, but red remains red only. Okay, no changes. Repeat the same exercise with the blue litmus paper. Now if you put blue litmus paper and if you drop few uh, orange juice, that means orange water, then you will see that it changes into red. Blue litmus paper changes into red. Note down if there is any changes in color. Perform the same activity with following substances. Tap water. Tap water is not acidic as well as base. It is neutral. Due to some cases, due to some problem, due to acid rain or some other substances, this tap water or groundwater, these things become acidic. Okay, but generally they are neutral, neither acidic nor base. Okay, detergent solution, they are base. Aerated drink, they are base. Soap solution, soap solution, it is base. Shampoo, shampoo, it can be acidic basic. Soap also acidic basic. Common salt, common salt is neutral. Sugar solution, neutral. Vinegar, acidic. Baking soda solution, basic. Milk of magnesia, basic. Washing soda solution, basic. Lime water, basic. If possible, mark solution, make solution in distilled water. So it's better to make in distilled water, because distilled water is a clean water. Okay, it don't contain any impurities. That's why it is said that use distilled water. You know what is a distilled water? This distilled water, if you are having inverter in your house, then definitely you will be knowing that after some months we put distilled water over that. We don't put normal water. If you put normal water, tap water, there will be a short circuit and the battery can damage. So we use distilled water. They don't have any impurities. Impurities, that means it's a pure water. It's a pure water like rain. Okay, it's a pure water like rain. Rain water is known as the pure water. Okay, so same way this also is a pure water. It don't contain any impurities. When the rain water falls on the ground, then it mixes with other substances, then only it becomes impure. Or if rainwater comes from when rainwater mixes with the air, and that means mixes with air, that means air contains smokes and all, then it is impure. Otherwise, this water, rainwater, only rainwater, without mixing with anything, these are pure form of water. Okay, record your observation as in table 5.2. In your table, there are there are any substances on which litmus had no effect. Definitely, there will be some substances in which there is no changes in the litmus paper. That means red litmus paper remain red, blue litmus paper remains blue. Such type of substances are known as neutral or neutral solution. So the solution which do not change the color of either red or blue litmus are known as neutral solution. Like our Tap water, generally tap water are neutral solution. Okay, the substance, these substances are neither acidic nor basic. Okay, you can see there is a blue color just below this. To prepare lime water, how to make a lime water, I don't know you have seen or not. Have you ever seen how people they prepare tuna? Tuna, that means the one which we used to eat betel nut. Tuna. They take a stone that is known as limestone. Okay, actually that is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Okay, that lime, when it is mixed with water, it produces heat. I don't know you have seen or not. If you have seen any of that means anywhere, maybe in your um, parents house or maybe neighbor's house, then you will be knowing that जब हम लोग ये चूना में जब पानी डालते हैं, जब पत्थर में पानी डालते हैं, it releases heat, गर्म पैदा होता है, गर्मी होता है. If you are taking a glass and if you are putting tuna there and if you are putting water there, glass will break. That is very very, that means its temperature increases. It's a exothermic reaction. Okay, temperature increases. In this reaction, temperature increase. That's why container can break. That's why this calcium oxide, that means this tuna, are prepared in pots, मिट्टी का बर्तन में. Okay, is it clear? So this calcium oxide, that means stone, limestone. Okay, that means not limestone, lime. When this lime react with oxygen, sorry, not oxygen, react with water. When this lime react with water, it produces lime water, and that is called chuna pani. So to prepare limestone, dissolve some lime in water in a bottle. Okay, in a bottle. After preparing, like I don't know you have seen or not, maybe if tuna is present in your house, it dries up. So when it dries up, what your parents do, they pour some water. That way also you can prepare. Okay, but originally for the first time when this tuna is been made, when water is pour over this calcium oxide, that means lime, patthar, tuna patthar, then it produces huge heat. That cannot be done in plastic or it cannot be done in glass. If you are using like maybe stainless steel also, it can crack also. So that's why these tunas are made in a mitti ka bartan. Okay. Stir the solution and keep it for some time. Pour a little from the top. This is lime water. Okay. Lime water you have seen. If you have seen lime water, very good. Now another property I am telling you, this lime water, when we pass carbon dioxide, like you have taken out the lime water, okay, and after taking out in any, maybe in a bottle or somewhere, you can take out this lime water once it is cool. So after taking out lime water, if you blow, that means फूक मारोगे, when you will blow inside the bottle, we release carbon dioxide, right? So this carbon dioxide will react with lime water and it will convert into milky. That means the water which was before lime water, now it will turn its color and it will become like milk. Okay, दूध के तरह हो जाएगा. So that's why it is said that when when carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, it turns into milky. Okay. Now let's move to turmeric is another natural indicator. So in case of turmeric, how to understand that turmeric, where it will change, that means color, how to understand which one will be acid, which one will be base. How? By using natural indicator turmeric. So activity 5.2. Take a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric, that means turmeric powder. If you are having, you can take, otherwise you can prepare your own also. Add a little water, remember that it has to be solution. So पानी उसमें मिलाना है, सूखा सूखा लोगे नहीं होगा. Okay, you have to add little water to the substance, then only it will work. Add a little water and make a paste. So you have to make a paste, or you can make liquid also, your choice. Liquid is much better. Make turmeric make turmeric paper by depositing turmeric paste on the blotting paper or filter paper and drying it. That means you have to take a paper. Blotting paper means the paper which absorb water, or simply we can say that tissue paper. Take a tissue paper, cut like this litmus paper what is been shown in the figure 5.1, cut it like that, and whatever the turmeric you have made, that paste, you rub it over that and try to make a turmeric paper. Okay, after that, put a drop of soap solution on the strip of turmeric paper. You have to pour some soap. What do you observe? So here you can see an experiment is been done. So I'll tell you what is this. You can prepare a card from your mother on her birthday. Apply turmeric paste on a sheet of plain white paper and dry it. Draw a beautiful flower with soap solution. Now you already know that turmeric is yellow in color. Okay, turmeric is yellow in color. Now if you pour, like in the previous activity it was said, pour some base, sabun, soap solution. So when you will take some soap solution and if you rub it in a turmeric paper, you will see that there will be changes. The yellow color will convert into red color. Okay, that's why you have seen that when some while eating, if something is falls on your cloth, if it contain turmeric, and when we wash it using soap, it uh, it left some stink, दाग छोड़ जाता है, and it looks like red. So it happens this way. Okay, that means if you are having a turmeric paper, if you put turmeric solution in a base, its color changes to red. That means yellow will convert into red. This shows that means you have to observe this one. You have to remember that अगर मैंने हल्दी को बेस में डाला तो वो रेड होगा. But if you put turmeric in acid, there is no change. Is it clear? Draw a beautiful flower with soap and with the help of a cotton bud. You will get a beautiful greeting cards. Okay, that's all. We have studied already. Similarly, test the solution listed in table 5.3 and note down your observation. You may try solutions of other substances also. Like you can see that if you are using table 5.3, so table 5.3 it is given here at the bottom. So you know that the bases, if it contain bases, then turmeric if it will change from yellow to red. So you can see lemon is acid, it will not change. Orange acid, not change. Vinegar, no change. Milk of magnesia, it will change its color to red. Baking soda, red, but it has to be solution. Okay, baking soda, if it is baking soda, no changes. But if it is baking soda solution, then there will be changes. That means turmeric will change into red color. Lime water, red color. Sugar and common salt, no changes because they are neutral solution. Is it clear? Now let's move to China rose as indicator. I already told you that China rose is not rose which is obtained from China. No, China rose, actually China rose are called uh, hibiscus. Hibiscus, it has another name that we called as China rose. So China rose as indicator. So how it is? So Activity 5.3, collect some China rose petal. You know what is a petal, right? Uska phool. You have to take out its phool, petal, and place them in a beaker. Add some warm water. You have to take some warm water. Keep the mixture of some keep the mixture for some time till water become colored. So you have to take some flower of hibiscus, to take warm water, put that flowers, okay, petals in that container and leave it for some time, and you will observe when the color changes, water's color changes, then you can remove that petals. Okay, use the color water as an indicator. Add 5 drops of indicator to each of the solution given in table 5.4. So you can see 5.4 is been given here on the top. What is the effect of the indicator on acid, base and neutral solution? China rose indicator turn acidic solution to dark pink. That means this is purple, this one, sorry, this is pink in color. This China rose is pink in color or red in color, I forgot. So when you will pour this water, China rose color on acid, it will turn its color into dark pink. That is also known as magenta. And if you put it in basic solution, it will turn into green. Okay, so that is interesting. If you put it in base, it will turn green. You will easily understand. I have put China rose, its color changes to green, it is a base. And if it changes to dark pink, magenta, then it is called acid. Is it clear? And if you put it in a neutral solution, there is no change. It remains same color what was in the beginning. Is it clear? I am not getting the same result when using solid baking soda or dry litmus paper. Why? I told you that you should not take dry substance. It has to be a solution. If you are taking a petal directly, that means this China rose petal, and if you use it directly, it will not show any changes. It has to be a solution. पानी के साथ मिलना चाहिए. It has to be in liquid state. Then only it will work. So same way, if you are taking a baking soda, solid baking soda, it will not work. You have to mix it in water. Then only it will work. Is it clear? So it is said make a solution of baking soda and then try. Okay. Now let's see one paheli has been given here. Paheli brought the following paheli for you. Coffee is brown and bitter in taste. Coffee is brown and bitter in taste. Bitter means what? Which substance contain bitter? Base. Is it an acid? Is it an acid or a base? Don't give the answer without any test. You are in the dark with its taste. When we take this one coffee, coffee is brown, and when we drink coffee, it is tita, bitter. We know that bitter are bases, but remember that coffee is bitter in taste, but this is acid. This is acid. Coffee contain acid. Okay, so there are unique things. Okay, there are rare things. Okay, rare means, I don't know you have studied about metals and non-metals or not. All metals are solid at room temperature, but there is exceptional also. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. So there are exceptional. So it is not necessary that any substance which is bitter in taste are always base. They can be acid also. Is it clear? So here coffee is a acid. Is it clear? So rest of the topic you try to read it by your own. Next day I will explain you other things. Okay. Thank you.